Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. On tonight's episode of Coast to Coast, Fabio and Gio are going to be discussing, of course, the match results against PSG, and we're going to kind of touch base a little bit on the rest of the Champions League, but not much. We're also going to, of course, get the report card because we got to give out our grades. We're going to talk Pioli, the substitutions, the dialogue after the game, where we stand from here. Also, we got our Patreon questions. We're going to preview the game against Napoli and everything else coming along on this episode. But if you want to help the channel, there's always one thing you can do, and we need your help. Please make sure you subscribe to the Milan Weekly Podcast. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our latest videos. Please smash that like button and help us get up there to 3K. Let's go, baby. Gio, we got a packed show. You ready, man?
I'm ready, Freddie. Let's get it.
Yo, welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast with your hosts, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa
Giro in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Teo Hernandez, coast to coast, nel numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Oh, yeah, baby. It ain't Wednesday night this week. It's Thursday night. No matter the results, no matter the bullshit this team inflicts on us, we are here and we bring the love and we bring it for you people. Let's get us in here. What up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Fabio, joined by my partner, Gio, and we are Milan!
Coast to coast, baby.
Yeah, damn right, baby. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We're not messing around tonight. We are wild and we can not be controlled, baby. What up, G? A stressful couple of days. How you feeling going into tonight, man?
I mean, we're coming off a back-to-back loss. Losses. We're hanging on in the thread in the Champions League. And like I've been saying, we're a Serie A team. So we need to Serie A. We need this Champions League money. And we already lost 8 million euros. So I'm not doing too good, Bobby.
We're going to talk about that a little bit, but let's get into this game now. Let's bring it in here. This is the starting 11 that started. Milan went into Paris. We knew the deal. We needed these 3 points. They were big time to see where we would be in this group with only getting 2 points, and we ended up with nothing, G. What are we doing here with this squad? How did you feel going into the game? Were you expecting the turnout that you got?
No, I thought after a tough loss, on Sunday versus Juve, and knowing that we needed 4 points, I always said we needed 4 points out of the next 2 games to be able to have a chance to advance. But I was confident. On the Patreon pregame, I said we were going to win 3-1, but boy, was I wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, Fabio, I'm just disappointed in everybody. The team, the manager, especially the manager and his stupid-ass tactics. I mean, you know what? I'm disappointed, Fabio. I was heated. I'm heated. I'm tired of hearing excuses. I'm trying to hear people defend people that are shit, and I'm just tired, Fabio. We need therapy. This is our therapy, right?
Yeah, bro, I've been brewing all night. We couldn't come through last night. I got back a little too late from the club, and honestly, I needed 24 hours to digest this game because it was another shit pill to swallow. Franco's making a good point. The amount of times we've been destroyed in the past 2 years is crazy. I agree, man. And it really hurts, you know. But Also, shout out to Ohio Mats here. It's 20-4 in Paris, and he's depressed, but he's happy to see us. We are happy to see you, Ohio Mats. Thank you for staying up with us, brother. All right, so let's go, G. It's time to get out the ruler and the grade book, all right? Because a lot of people are getting smacked tonight, all right? Let's go through the report card. Let's start at the back and we'll work our way up to everybody we got to smack here. Mignon, what's your grade for him? What's your overall opinion of this particular performance?
I must say, I'm gonna give him a D, Fabio, because that second goal was soft. He's supposed to get that second goal. You can't go under, swipe in the air, and do that. So I'm gonna give him a D. To be honest with you, Fabio.
You know what? I'll go the same. I think he made one or two saves that he needed to make, but honestly, he was in trouble from the get go. He did make one really great pass out front, which led to Pulisic's chance. So you know what? I'm gonna go with Fadi. I think he gives him a C. He did what he could, and I think D maybe is a little too harsh. I'm going with C. I'm going with that one. Let's be fair here, because there's going to be a lot of people that are getting that F grade tonight, or incomplete, or kicked out of school, banned from ever coming back. There's going to be a lot of those. But all right, so we're ruling my side. We're going C. All right, let's start with our left back, the guy that seems to trigger everybody as soon as we talk about him, because there's a lot of Theo lovers out there. But I'm telling you, man, I don't know. This is not the same Theo this year. I don't see the explosiveness. He's not coming up in big moments. It's just stupid yellow cards, which I know you'll mention. So for me, we needed more. He gets a D for this one for sure.
Fabio, I'm a Theo lover, but he gets an F for fuck him, fuck me. That's what I'm gonna say. If that's what he's basically been telling the fan base this year. I love Theo, man, and I'm not one of them yes men that gonna tell him like, nah, you doing good, nah, bro. If Theo, you need a friend, I mean, for me, not hire me, but get Gio on board, and he's gonna tell you the truth because
we're gonna talk about this a little later, Alex. I like you mentioned that already, but go ahead.
And even Nick said it the best, and for Mierda, because he's been a whole lot of Mierda shit, caca, whatever.
All right, so that's basically enough for Theo. All right, so let's talk about Tomori, because I mean both starting center backs were not good, and honestly, I'm gonna have to give an F to Tomori as well. I mean the way he got schooled. I mean, listen, you want to be called up to England to be a first class player for your country, you're gonna play top quality players like Mbappe. You cannot look so eaten alive, bro. So F for me. What about you?
For Tomori, I'm gonna give a F. And what the hell was he doing playing in so advanced roles? He was like a cam, a striker, bro.
Yeah, he was a couple times. He was trying to make runs and pass. I was like, "What's this guy doing?"
Yeah. So I mean, to me, I'm gonna give him an F, man. I mean, but I don't know. A lot of these grades go on the manager too. So that's
true. That's true. Wait until we get to him. I just want Kim. What the hell does Maldini have to do with Theo? If he's not playing good because Maldini's not there, I want him out next transfer window. Then he can go hang out with Maldini on the beach in Miami for all I care. No way. All right. German vibranium is not as exclusive, and this is not like the Marvel vibranium right now. This guy's they're poking holes through him. A major F again. Pulling a yellow card early. I mean, what the hell is going on with Chow? This is not good.
I mean, Fabio, I say he need to work on that 1v1 defending, but he's getting pulled out with that high line. And as you know, he's our left center back, right? Left center back. Mm-hmm. No, right center back. And as you see, when I think it was Dembele that pulled him out, and then he got the yellow card. Why? Yeah. What is he doing in Tomori's position right on side of the field? That's what I'm not understanding. He needs to get better. I mean, he's not going to play the Napoli game. Hopefully that that gives him a boost or whatever happens. But he needs to get better. In the summer,
I don't know how not playing against an important rival is good
because
for
he
him.
got a
But
red card probably. But at the end of the day,
I know he got a red card, but I don't know how it would be good for him. Why? Because he could take a break. Yeah, God forbid, at 22 years old, 21 years, whatever he is. Oh, he really needs a break. These guys make me laugh. All right, maybe at 37, 38, fine, you should get a break. But you're 20 something years old. Whatever. I digress. But Chow and Tamori, doo-doo butter, back to back. I don't appreciate it this week. Let's go over to the right side. Kalulu started there, then he ended up in right back. But let's just start with Kalulu. He got a yellow as well. I didn't think he was awful. And again, playing two positions in a game, showing your versatility. Still not good enough. I would say probably a C to a D. I'm somewhere in the middle.
He got spin for that first goal, Fabio.
That's
he got
true.
caught not being able, but I'm gonna give him a D, Fabio. I mean, I don't know. I think he lost his man, but it was not his fault. But he was just caught out of position, and then he was Mbappe was able to dribble and then shoot. But I'm gonna give him a D, Fabio.
All right, I'll go D too. I think D is fair, man. All right, my God. One of the most frustrating part of our team at the moment is the midfield. So let's start with the clear guy we're going to talk about. All right. Rade Krunic. Thanks for playing, bro. Thanks for the decent start. Come on, bro. We cannot rely on this guy. I mean, just again, the stupidity of having so many injuries and not having the depth that we all thought we had just a few weeks ago. I mean, Krunic, I'm sorry, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Yes. I'm giving him an F. I'm going to be like F across the board here because I was not happy, but F. F for sure.
Fabio, I mean, I'm a drop it down 3 grades because I mean, in Juve he came in, he passed for the first 10 minutes, he was passing to the Juve players, and then now this game, another big game. He got an early yellow card too, and then he did a back pass that almost cost us, bro. He does a lot of like that, and he's a defensive midfielder.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does a lot of passes like that, but there's a lot of Kunis defenders. I'm still waiting for the ads on Twitter about the jerseys because y'all love him. Y'all suck him off. Where the Kunis lovers at now? Where the Kunis lovers at? I need that energy. I need that energy because, I mean, in 2 big games, he's been a whole fucking pile of doo-doo, bro. Doo-doo.
So F as well, right?
Yeah,
you relegated him. You said you've been left back. You better go back 2 more. Fuck Krunic. There he is. Davey's alive. Davey's alive. You heard us talking shit about Krunic. His ears perked up. Oh, man. All right. Before we get to Musa, I have to talk about Tijani Reindeers, whatever the fuck his name is. And until he scores a goal, I'm not even going to learn how to pronunciate it correctly. Fuck you, all right? You need to do better, all right? He's good at these little passes, but they go nowhere. He was so dynamic the first couple of games, but I believe having to play him week in, week out, game in, game out, I mean, I think it's just this kid is not up to that level. Maybe not yet. Maybe it's Pioli, maybe the style, maybe it's the players. Not again, everybody keeps changing. Reindeers again, bro. We need more. You're running around like a chicken without a head, but it's just there's nothing else. I don't know if it's like too harsh to say he's an F2. Maybe a D because it is always effort. Big fucking whoop. How long is that gonna last? We need production, man. And honestly, it's just not coming. It's not coming. So I'm gonna go in an F because I just can't take this shit anymore. It's just back to back games where he doesn't look very strong. They don't create no chances. Our midfield. What say you? You need cues here? Come on, let's go, baby. Come on, wake up, bro.
I'm gonna give him an F, bro. And you know what, Fabio? Our whole midfield gets an F. When there's a 17-year-old player that's bullying you, spanking you, putting them over the table, that's what's gonna happen, Fabio. That's what's gonna happen.
So Musa too, right? Not a good game again. I mean, he's able to battle, but again, he loses the ball. He wasn't really able to create much on that right side. Him and Pulisic and Kalulu, and then eventually Calabria. I mean, it just nothing was happening, right? And Gio has left his screen because one of the kids came in. This is the part of the show you cannot predict. But for me,
Nah,
I
Fabio,
think
I've been coughing.
Musa's
I've been coughing up a
definitely.
storm.
Oh, you coughing up a storm? All right, you hitting that good stuff. But all right. So what are you going with? You going F as well with Musa? We
Nah,
can
I'm
just
gonna give
move on.
Musa a D, bro, because
Okay.
Musa.
You getting okay?
I like how he was recovering balls and he was able to find Pulisic. I think his passing game is underrated, but I don't know. I like how Musa was playing. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
to be honest, I like how he was playing, and I can't wait till he's 22, 23, because boy, oh boy, he's gonna be a monster.
I know, 20 years old, having to play week in, week out. All right, I'll go with a D. It just give him not like what's it called? Let's go to we'll go to our right wing. We'll start with Pulisic. He had one really good chance in the beginning of the second half that I don't know if he was attempting to go for a pass there across to Giroud following up, but honestly, he needed to just bury it, and maybe he was trying to do that, and he just mishit it still. But for me, I give him at least a D for providing something on the end. I mean, he didn't capitalize, and that really hurts. But I don't think he was terrible, honestly.
Nah, Fabio. I mean, Pulley, man. I mean, if you play him through the middle, I think when Chukwueze comes back, I hope he comes back. He starts doing calisthenics and shit like that. He gets healthy. We're gonna have to go back to the 4-2-3-1, whatever, because as you seen how what the hell.
Alex pulling one out straight out of the
No,
Kulo section.
Like, so check that.
No, but he's right. That's the sad part. And you know what? Pulisic, he probably has. He doesn't have a Champions League goal from Chelsea
Yeah,
or Dortmund.
he got a lot of goals. He got a lot of goals.
Yeah, I agree.
But what I like what he was doing, Fabio, and you could tell that he's
He bit of both, Dave. He bit of both.
He's gonna play well. Like if we go back to our old position, like when he was getting the ball in the middle of the midfield, he was doing damage. He was dribbling past players. He was passing.
But we have no other right wing right now.
Yeah. So so let Pulley let Chukwueze get healthy. But I'm gonna give Pulley a C. I like that he was at least trying to do something. You feel me?
Yeah. The attack sucked. Absolutely, Franco. The attack sucked big time. But I think Pulisic, at least, he needed to bury that chance, but not terrible. Not terrible. All right, let's go to Leao on the opposite side. What's it? My uncle's been saying this over and over again. My uncle Vincenzo Messina. He's a Juventine, but he knows calcio, man. And he said Leao needs to stop playing for 10 or 15 minutes. He needs to play the full game. He needs to try to be in the game. It seems like he takes extensive periods off. And honestly, these are the games you got to come up big, man. We need you. We need you big time. And he didn't. So for me, you got to give him a fucking D, man. I'm not going to give him a full F, but definitely D. He needs to be more. A number 10 needs to do more. For God's sakes.
I'm going to give him a P. Because what is Leao been saying? Promise. So he's been lagging on his promise. He needs to go back to the I promise LeBron James school because that's the only shit that he's been promising. To me, Leao, I mean, major disappointment. Like, let's be honest, guys. Like, he's only had three good Champions League games in his whole career that we've been in the Champions League. And I'm gonna tell you,
they were against Napoli, yeah,
Napoli, and then versus RB Salzburg. When we played them at home last year to qualify. Other than that, he's been a fucking ghost, and I've been saying it, and people. And see, the thing is, Fabio, these little kids, I'm going to say that they little kids, they like 12 to like 22, like they fanboys and stuff. Like, I'm glad I was never a fanboy of CR7 or Messi. Like, I'm glad because those guys are just a bunch of idiot type of fans. And
you
now
a fanboy for Baresi, though.
Yeah, but Baresi is a legend, bro. Like, he was in, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Scudetto winner. Take your girl.
You
winner,
like the,
everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say you like the way he wore his shorts.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, Fabio, he needs to do more and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think when Leao, he needs to step his game up. I need him to do good on Sunday when we get there. But I think Pioli has changed the way of him playing, bro. Because last year he wasn't crossing so much, and this year he's fucking crossing. Like what the hell, bro? Like we playing him like if he's Messias, crossing and he's throwing it into tribuna.
Oh man. All right, let's go with Giroud now. I mean, what's there to say? At the beginning of the game, we found out that he's literally our only striker option because Jovic gets hurt in training in the beginning of the game in the warm-ups. So, what's your opinion of what happened with Giroud? Giroud played the full 90, didn't he? Because we had nobody to substitute him. I mean, if it wasn't so pathetic, I wouldn't be laughing. But you have to laugh, otherwise this will drive you crazy. So, what's your opinion of Giroud, man?
Giroud, man, it's time. Your time at Milan has come to an end, bro. Everybody got hyped. They got a hard on just because he did that and he saved the goal. But remember that game versus Genoa, he was it was Genoa, right? He was still a heart trash garbage in that game, not doing nothing. Y'all satisfied with shit. I'm not saying that I'm satisfied, but I grew up on big Milan, so like this little shit that they're doing right now not gonna really satisfy me. That you have a shit game and you do one play and oh shit, Giroud is back, bro. I mean, to me, you could be a backup goalkeeper, but let's everybody remember before everybody says, Gio, on I already know
it's been a long time since Giroud scored a goal, too.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and his last goals have been penalties, so he's not really in the open play. But I'm gonna tell you one thing on this: when your striker is in the midfield because he is slower than slow, you have a real big problem. Because there was times that Leao or Pulisic was trying to cross it, and this motherfucker was outside the box. Like, what type of striker is that? Like, that's not helping us. And then, as you've been seeing for the last couple games, when he's in the box or he's getting in the box, bro, like they put it, but he's so slow, he flips over or he falls on the ground or he misses shooting. So, to me, I don't know, Giroud, it's time, and everybody remember. He was signed to be a backup for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So if we're going to go forward, we need an upgrade. The top 4 teams in Italy, what separates probably us from everybody else, everybody has a striker. Inter, they have Lautaro. Juve, they have Susan. And then Napoli, they have Osimhen. So, let's be honest. And we have Giroud.
True.
Somebody that's always late in the box. Versus Dortmund, Leao did a couple cutback passes, but he's slow, so he was fumbling the ball. But to me, Giroud, thank you for everything, Giroud. I appreciate you, but just because Pioli loves you and doesn't even want to try people, because to me, he should have been sitting. Maybe Okafor doesn't get injured, to be honest with you, because how could you score 2 goals in 2 games and now you're a left winger just to give Jovic time? That's what I'm not liking. Is like we're not earning to wear the colors. These players are not earning to wear the badge and say I'm a Milan player. I don't know, because our manager's not holding nobody accountable. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real.
All right, let's go with our tops and flops. So we're not even going to talk about anybody who got subbed in because it doesn't matter. Let's go top and flop. Who you got? And you'll pause on this picture. What's Theo Hernandez doing back there, bro?
He's a porn star this year.
Hey, what's happening here in this photo? This is definitely a visual experience. But who's your top, G?
Nobody, Fabio.
Not one that you can say, all right, he was maybe at least the best player for us.
No, Fabio, because I think it was capitulation. Pulisic had his moments, but at the end of the day, if you're not scoring or anything like that, I can't give
That's
anybody
true. I agree.
any.
No top then. Who's your flop though? Who's the worst of the
My
worst?
flop goes to that ball head asshole named Pioli, to be honest with you.
I mean,
Because
okay, we were gonna get to him in a second, but you going Pioli
no,
here?
he's my flop. He's my flop. Cause you're playing a high line, bro. I mean, to be honest with you, why? Okay, you're playing a high line. You get burned one time, and then you before Chow got the Chow got the yellow card, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was a play that he almost got burned again, and then a defender cut it out, and then it happens again. I mean, when are you purely going to have in-game tactics? Drop the line back
That doesn't happen.
and stuff like that. If Tomori is he's as fast as a winger, bro, that has pace. So Tomori shouldn't be the one going all the way as a cam. It should be Chow if you want it, because Tomori can go one-on-one pace for pace with any right winger and striker in the world because he's fast as hell. But I mean, I don't know. I think you're leaving our players on the island. One ball over the top, or they surpass the midfield, and boom, it's 2-on-1 defending, or one-on-one, or 2-on-2, and that gives us a liability. So I'm gonna give the flop to the manager.
All right, well, I'm gonna just say my flop is Leao. These are the moments we need you to step up big. You didn't. You're our leader of the attack. We can't rely on Giroud. But Leao, Giroud haven't scored goals in a while now. The last goal, was all the last goal we scored that had any meaning was Pulisic. And come on, we need Leao to step up. So he's my flop, unfortunately. Let's go to the post game comments because they were something to behold. I'm going to read a couple. Put this doofus's picture up here. Pioli said, for 60 minutes, we gave a great performance, right? Playing even better than PSG. Then we dropped. It's a pity because it was an important match. He said also, too, for 60 minutes, right? This is just pretty much paraphrase the same thing. We played a great game. Exactly how we wanted. Because it was an important match. I can't reproach my players for anything in terms of attitude. They did what we had prepared, but they were better technically than us. That actually might be true, Pioli. They might be better technically, but it's also to the fact, how do you think for 60 minutes you could classify this as a great performance? How? What was he watching? In 30 minutes, we were down. The 31st minute, 32nd minute, whatever it was, Mbappe scored. So where in the 60 minutes were we playing great? What the fuck is he talking about? Is he in delusion land? Come on, man. Sometimes you got to speak it how it was. The players played bad. Our approach was working. They didn't execute. Put some feet to the fire. But since we got nobody, we can't hold nobody accountable. This is great. Great. What say you, G? Padre Pioli takes 60 minutes. He doesn't know we play 90.
I'm gonna just say heroin is a hell of a drug, because I think that's what he said. We were down 2-0 by the 53rd minute. So what the hell is he talking about?
I have no idea. And he's still, they took away the second goal. They had a foul, which was finally given. But then, like 5-10 minutes, we gave up the second goal. So it didn't fucking matter. What great game. The only difference is if Pulisic scores that goal in the beginning of the second half, maybe we can try to play a different style, kind of protect to play for a tie. That's what he would have done. And this team had us from the go, bro. They had us from the go. He tried to play a style against Mbappe, and I'm sorry, bro. We are still ways away. Whether it's just players or it's the coaching, we are not at this level, and we're going to regress back into the point where I got to tell you, man, the other comment that Calabria makes, Can you explain this to me? What the fuck did he make these comments for?
Fabio, I think the one he didn't send me the one, but the one that they got in a fight about is he said something about if you don't train well, you get left at home and stuff like that. And then Pioli comes out right after and he said, I don't know what Calabria talking about. I'm paraphrasing, okay? I don't want you to, but it was like that because they had to have a meeting this morning. And then Pioli says, all my players practice well. All this didn't. Pioli, you're a sack of shit. You're a fucking liar, bro. If all your players practice well, then why didn't Ali get a big donut hole last year in minutes? Or he got 50 minutes the whole season when we had mad injury crisis and all that. So you know what, Pioli, bro? I could say like what you said is right, Fabio, but I could say he got to blame on himself because we're playing a high line. You're leaving a guy that you're leaving Chow, who's a young pup. Remember, he's only been playing 6 to 7 months at the top of the line, bro. So he's gonna have mistakes in his game. You're not even trying to coddle this guy or saying like, you know what, Tomori, let Chow do what you doing. You're a faster player and shit like that because he's getting caught on the left hand side and he's not there. He's supposed to be on the right hand side. So to me, Pioli, bro, like he's been doing a lot of stupid comments like this for the last 18 months. And there's people that still defend him. I mean, I don't know why you want to defend him, bro. When was the last time Milan played a game and we were like, damn, bro? Like we just we took care of business to like a mid-table cup. We smacked them around and we didn't even have to worry about anything. It's always under high pressure game. I think only the Torino game, probably this year and stuff like that. But
That's
everything,
true. You're right.
you know, and he doesn't help himself with the comments, bro. Like we're getting sick and tired, bro. Like, shout out to Colin and Milan Club Dublin, where I pertain to too. Like they out there in Paris, bro. These guys are traveling. Like these guys from Ireland are traveling every week, bro. Like every 3 days to Italy or wherever the team is at, and then you come out with like stupidities, bro. Like when are you gonna start being a man and start talking real, bro? Like you're fucking bro. You're not a public defender lawyer, bro. That's fucking needs to defend.
Yeah.
Just say, you know what? I told the team to do this, and that. I made a mistake playing the high line and stuff like that. But he doesn't have in-game tactic. He sees Chow gets burned one time and he can't tell him, you know what, guys? Tomorrow, don't drop into the midfield. Drop fucking 4 feet back and let's play like that. Let's try to win the ball in the midfield. No. Keep pressing, and let us get exposed so they could go on the counterattack.
Let's mention this, right? So I have a graphic. Let me put it up here. This is just something. Fucking 5 Champions League game in a row. We've yet to score. At least we had the dignity to say we had clean sheets the first 2 games. I would have taken that clean sheet any day. I would take it another 0-0. I mean, at some point, is the coach ever held responsible for the way the team plays? How we don't have any of these, like honestly, up until Napoli, right before when we played Napoli the first time, that was the last time we really looked dangerous on attack, the way we were able to score goals at will like that. We got the lucky, we got the tie 1-1 the second game, and we haven't sniffed a goal since in the Champions League. Now, for me, I just tell you 100%. What dictates what happens to this guy going forward is this Sunday against Napoli. If we come out and we look bad and we don't score any goals, I think if he goes to the next Champions League game, when they host Paris, and again we get embarrassed, this guy is going to be let go. He's going to be let go. I know it's not very likely because Milan doesn't usually do that. Who else is going to come in? Blah, blah, blah. What do we want? Bonera as our coach or whatever the rest of the year? I don't know, but somebody's got to be held accountable. How much money have we lost, G? I think we have one of those graphics too. What do you think? You think he gets...
We lost 8 million.
8 million, right? Is he going to be having Panettone this year?
I don't know, Fabio. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, if we lose on Sunday, Fabio, we're going on one of those landslides. And the only way that you're going on one of those landslides is is you cut the head off before it gets bad. And to me, Fabio, with him and Calabria fighting, does that tell you that the team is united? Does that tell you, Fabio? Because he couldn't have said nothing, whatever Calabria said, and then you go up to a man and you go, because there's locker room stuff, and then I go up to him and I tell him, hey Calabria, why the hell were you saying that? No, you want to fight in the media. It's already bad that we've been shit. We lost to the most bullshittest team on Sunday named Juve, somebody that they don't even know how to play calcio, and then we get our ass kicked, and then now you want to be calling out Calabria and then fight. Come on, bro. You should have just been the bigger person and been like, you know what, Calabria? Now for that, you're sitting in the next two games because you're talking. This needs to be handled in-house. Boom, boom, boom. No, this guy want to be fighting in the media. I think he wants to be like Blueface and Krishan. He wants to be the star of the show. That's what I'm thinking.
Do not reference those people. And listen, shout
the
out
way
here
he talking, Fabio. The way he talking, he like acting like Blueface and Krishan, delusional.
He is delusional right now because he keeps running out the same bullshit, and he can't adjust against the big teams. I just want to read Sergio's comment here. AC Sergio said, "Don't say Pioli's not the problem. He did a great job to get a group of young kids to believe, and thanks for that." Some would say Zlatan had a little bit of an influence there too. But he doesn't make adjustments. Team has no discipline. We need a new guy, and he believes the same as me. No panettone for you this year, Pioli. But, everybody's going to ask, hey, what about this guy? Who else are we going to get? Come on, man. It's honestly, we need more. We need more. No, Ricardo here asking, is it 6 games? No, Napoli was 1-1 because Drew scored and then Osimhen scored, and that's how it ended. So at least we were able to get a goal in that one. But let me see. That's pretty much. So, you think? I know you were predicting that the end of these 10 games could see the end of Pioli, and you might be right. After a decent start, 7 out of 9 games, not so bad. Maybe if you can win against Napoli, 8 out of 10, keep us at least in striking distance of Inter. But I think if, and we'll discuss it a little more later, he should be feeling his seat getting warmer and warmer. And I'm not talking about the heated seats, if you know what I'm saying. But let's move on because we got Patreon questions, baby. Let's start with our buddy Shane, and we'll work our way up here. Gents, Malik Chow has been found out. Uh-oh. He gets turned, panics, and gets carded. Do we get a replacement center back in January? And if so, who would you get within reason, Gio? Also, Forza Krunic, son of a bitch. So what say you? Think we need another center back in the market?
We got Pellegrino, and then we got that young stud in the
Primavera. Don't talk about Pellegrino. He's in the refrigerator. He's never coming out. Otherwise, why do we buy him? Him and Jovic, just last-minute buys to keep on ice, to never be used for tax purposes, maybe. I don't quite know.
Nah, I think we have Simic. He discerns a chance in the Primavera instead of buying. Is
this guy who's a Schlotterbeck?
Schlotterbeck, he plays for BVB.
That could be a good.
I think yeah, or some of it, but Simic, he's ready. He has everything, Fabio. He's faster than Chow. But we gotta it's not found out. Shane, it's that he's only been playing 7 months of top flight football. He came from Schalke, second division, Bundesliga 2. He has talent. Real Madrid and all these people want to buy him because they know that they could tweak at him. But but if you're leaving him on the island, he needs to cut out the panic. And in the summer, that's all I want him to see. I want him to get in the lab, like Kobe says, and I want him to wake up at 4 a.m. every day and do one-on-one defense.
Isn't that the type of stuff you believe Leao should be doing, right? He needs the Mamba mentality. He's the attacker. He's the guy who's the difference maker. We need him with the Mamba mentality. Chow just needs to know his fucking place and put on new studs on his shoes so he doesn't slip and fall and grab somebody's underwear, all right? All right, let's go to the next one. Lab Gorilla, our boy John. Out of these games this season, how many can you heart and hand say showed Milan where we actually looked like we knew what we were doing? Has Pioli run its course? And if so, do you guys give him until January? We kind of just referenced this earlier. Johnny, if he doesn't handle his business against Napoli, I think the next PSG game, the plane goes down. I think it's over. Like, honestly, I think you got to pull the cord. I think this management expects, especially their ownership, they expect results, and the fact that we're losing so much money by losing Champions League games, that's not going to be taken well. And it's going to look like we're regressed. Then we're going to look, if we don't win against Napoli, we're going to look like we have to battle for top 4. And that is just, oh my God, how quickly everything turns and falls off a cliff. But you agree, right? You're getting to the point you're getting sick of Pioli. You think he'll be
Nah,
gone
I'm
by
getting
January.
sick of him, and bro, if he was real and we would understand, but he doesn't want to change his tactics, and then he sees us getting exposed and he does nothing to do. Like, what type of manager is that?
Yeah, there's no in-game change, man. No panettone. The next one's another Pioli comment. So let's honestly,
I'll give him the Sam's Club panettone, all hard and shit.
yeah. All right, so listen, Alex next one, he says, hey guys, just a bit of shock about what I watched yesterday. Me too, bro. Me too. I don't mind losing to a better opponent, but it's disappointing to see the lack of focus and direction the team has had on the pitch. When we needed something, there were no change of any form of strategy, formation, or even the subs to try something, anything. Do you think Pioli is a dog who won't be taught new tricks and is losing the dressing room, or are we all just crazy? Well, I've been crazy, motherfucker, and I don't think it's on me this time. I think it is true that Pioli, with these kind of bad outcomes, and these are big games, man. These guys don't want to lose to caliber teams like PSG and get embarrassed against Inter, and then Juve comes in and plays the worst brand of football ever, and they still fucking steal 3 points from us. I mean, honestly, I don't think, again, it kind of lingers on the next 2 or 3 games that really matter. If our guys don't come out, I see a lot of people mentioning injuries, right? In football, in American football, they say it's the next man up. All right, we know the deal. Milan always has injuries. It never fucking changes. Every year, it's the same thing. They get the fall flu or whatever the hell it is, and everybody starts dropping like flies. So, of course, when you buy 6 players and 3 or 4 of them are immediately out, in the heart of the hardest stretch of games that you have, you're going to be shit out of luck, and that's what's happening, man. No Chukwueze. Okafor is out. Loftus-Cheek still not available. We're playing with guys who are coming immediately off injury and needing them to play as much as we can. I mean, we're getting crazy here. We're getting crazy. You think he lost the dressing room already with the whole thing with Calabria?
I don't know. We're gonna see on Monday, bro. I mean, on Sunday, bro. I mean, when they get in a fight, we end up losing 5-0 like we did to Lazio last year. Remember that, Bobby?
Yeah, true. Well, all right. So this one's not really a question. It's from our boy down under, Kim. He said, not a question, but can we just not see Krunic anymore? A lot of people feel like that. Whatever he did in the first 4 or 5 games this season, let's just say thank you. All right. And put him in the stands and let Adley or someone from the Primavera that has more skill and passion than him play, right? He wants more money. Why don't we ship him out? That sounds like a great idea, Kim. Let's be honest. He's just been a liability. In the 7th minute against PSG, he was too slow and he got a yellow. Milan were attacking in PSG's box, and then he goes back to Milan's box and kicks it out for a corner to PSG, just like in the match against Juve, kicking it out of play. Just stupid play from Krunic. By the time he progresses, he will only be getting exposed like he has been. A lot of people's been echoing that sentiment. Even Martino said it in one of Kush's videos that he just thinks the more we are forced to play Krunic, we're going to see him get exposed. And as of right now, that's not a wrong assumption. It seems to be what's happening. Hence why this guy was always a 4th, 5th, 6th option, but now Pioli thinks he's a fucking Champions League starter, right? As time goes on, let's start a GoFundMe fundraiser and chip in for Krunic's flight to Turkey so he can go sign with that team. I've had it up to here with the fraud, and I don't want to see him anymore at my club. Rant over, drop mic. Thank you, Kim. I like it. That's how we end our Patreon questions, Fed. But are you done? You feeling like Kim? You done? You done with Krunic? I know you've been calling Krunic lovers out there. You really want that Krunic third kid.
Nah. Like, check this out, man. I mean, thank you, Krunic. At the end of the day, man, I mean, you saw what a 17-year-old did to us.
Yeah.
You saw what that said. Okay, so
yeah,
now
he did really good, and that's not something
he
that's ever going to
destroyed us, Fabio. He took Rangers for a ride. He bullied Krunic and stuff, and the only one that he couldn't get on Musa because Musa has a lot of pace. But it's time to pick up the phone, tell Abate that we need Victor Luto and time to develop him. He's 18 years old, and the sky's the limit for this kid, man. I mean, when you're wanted by the whole Bundesliga and you're wanted by Europe, top European teams, because you have talent, now it's time. You know, he's the only actual DM that we have in the organization. I've been saying it for a long time. I mean, you know, there's been this is the new culture for all you guys. I go up with the times, Fabio. I change. I see a lot of change, and I go with it. But to me, Fabio, this is.
I don't know where you go with that, but I got you.
This is a new era culture where there's a lot of 16, 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds playing for top level club. I'm gonna say it again. Musiala been playing since he's 16 at Bayern Munich. Yeah. Judy Bellingham, he been playing since he's 16 at BVB. This guy Emery at 17 playing with PSG. So now y'all gotta tell me that PSG bigger than Milan, the pressure more? No, they can win that league like with 20 blind men because they have the most money. Gavi, Pedri. Do you want me to keep on naming like a whole bunch of talents that are playing? But Kyle Saka been playing since he's 17 at Arsenal. Martinelli been playing at 17, 18. So what's the excuse now? That Italy, the only thing that Italy should want older is fucking wine, not players. Okay, that's why they missed 2 World Cups, which is saddens me to death. And we're on the verge of getting kicked out of the Euros, not even defending our Euros. Like, that's how sad it is because we're not developing nobody. Bring Victor up, bring King Zeroli up, and let's call it a day. And that's it. The development for Pobega, send them on loan to January, and let's develop these players. These young puppies are the future. If Calabria keeps on dropping stinkers, Bacone is up. Jimenez is there. Simic is there as a center back. I mean, Cuenca's there as a right winger. Like, we got fucking talent everywhere. When are we going to start using these talent? All these top level teams are playing young players, bro. And if Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, Arsenal can do it, then Milan can do it too. There's no more excuse. After yesterday, there's no more excuse. And that's another thing, man. You shipped out Colombo for injury-prone player, bro. Colombo been playing last 2 years and said, yeah, maybe not scoring a lot of goals, but at least he's available. He's a body. So you keep Giroud fresh. To me, Fabio, this is it. I'm tired of them not saying we cannot play no more 18, 19 years old. That's the old mentality. Get out the Stone Age. This is the new culture where 16, 17, 18-year-olds are starting for big effing clubs, top-level clubs. They're not starting for I would understand if these guys are playing for Sassuolo, they're playing for Girona. No, these guys are playing for top-level tough. Oh, another guy, Joao Felix. He's been playing since he's 16, 17. So, like, let's start being honest. Let's start being honest. Give these young talent some time to grow. Okay? Look at what you're doing with Batasagi. You're putting him in the last 5 minutes in pressure situation. How are you going to develop like that?
That's Pioli, man. That's why we have a Pioli problem. We need to figure it out, man. Shout out to our boy Tim. We miss you too, brother.
Timmy,
Good
we
to see
miss you, man.
So let's move on here. Right now, we got the game on Sunday. We've been hinting at it the whole time. We're traveling to Naples to play at the Maradona. But if you talk to Napoli fans, they don't live in the past, G. They don't live in the past, right? They don't live in the past. Only Milan fans do that. Shout out to Dom, aka Dom BX, aka whatever the hell your name is now, right? Dom, bro, there's no team that talks about the past and tries to profit off the past like Napoli. All right. Your coach couldn't even enjoy the Scudetto. Excuse me, not your coach. Your owner could enjoy the Scudetto because he was too upset still months removed from the Champions League that clearly Milan took care of them. So don't give me a fucking break there, right? Enjoy your Scudetto, wait 30 years. Hopefully, we don't give these Naples fans so much excitement on Sunday because, nobody comes out of the woodwork like the Juventine and the Interistas and the Napoli fans. Every time something bad happens for Milan, they all rejoice. They all come out the woodwork. Well, hopefully, Milan, Pioli, and the rest of his team get themselves in order because this is a big game. This is considered, right, the big game of the 10 matches. This is the last one, right? So, yeah, in his 30s, Pioli's the coach for real, man. He's 15, so he's right there. We got to get him up there. Maybe next year, at the end of this year, when he turns 16, some shit. But gee, what? Where's your gauge on the fact of do you think we can win this game against Napoli? Again, there's not
So,
going to be any Osimhen.
so a late Patreon question. Shout out Steve, the Laziale. Are you guys actually expecting a good performance versus Napoli? I don't see it, to be honest. And Napoli aren't that good. Their season's on the decline. So I mean, to answer with you, Steve, like we're pissed off. Me and Fabio are there, but I got that trait from my dad. Like I'm gonna be pumped for Sunday. I'm gonna say we're gonna smack them up because I know what the team's capability is. They don't have Osimhen, so they're down to Cavada. They have a lot of talent too, but
They
I
do.
mean,
We're gonna be worrying
but
about Politano,
yeah,
Raspadori, right? He's probably gonna be starting
and then
for them.
their midfield is good. I mean, they got a new defender, Nathan. That Sansoni has been like stuck to the bed sheet saying that he's like 20 times better
Because
than
he likes
Thiago
that
Silva.
Nathan's wiener.
No, but he said that he's better than Thiago Silva and all
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's
Of
world
course,
class.
of course. Mention guys
Yeah.
that have won Champions League and Scudettos, right? Let's mention
Yeah,
that.
no, but to me, Fabio, I mean, now or never. Like to me, we lose this game, Fabio, and we don't fire Pioli. I think we go into the international break losing our next 2 games, like next 3 games, and then they're gonna have a decision to decide.
No,
To
you
me, to
guys.
me,
I don't want
to
to
me.
listen. I will say I want him gone if these things happen, but I am not going to sit here and say I really hope they happen. I think they'll happen.
No, no, no.
It's
I'm
still
just
on
saying.
them. They have a chance to go out there. If Milan plays the way they're supposed to against a Napoli that isn't as strong as they were last year, you go out there, you put in a good performance in the Campionato to say we're not going to throw this one away because some would say maybe after 1-0, 2-0, they're already thinking about Napoli and Pioli's are whatever. We lost this one, forget it. I don't know what their mentality is. Even the game against Juve, were they looking past Juve to because of PSG? Who knows, man? But this game is so important for where we move forward and the stress level. If we do not pull out a victory, it's gonna be rough, bro. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
They owe us, Fabio. I've been saying that for the last year, 18 months. They owe us, Fabio. I mean,
Hell yeah.
this you played a lot of big teams now, so now it's time for us to get a win against a big team. So I'm really hoping players like Dale, Leao, they go out there and they do their thing. I mean, I read a good reports today that Okafor will be starting on Sunday. I'm praying, bro. I mean, I'm putting out cookies for Santa already. I'm giving Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers some fucking carrots. I'm giving fucking
You're watching the Hallmark movie.
I'm watching the Hallmark movies
Yeah,
going
baby,
crazy,
it's
baby.
Hallmark season.
It's Hallmark season, but I'm doing everything because I need that good juju, and I know Fabio. I think maybe they hashed it out, but I think it's gonna be a tight one, Fabio. It's gonna
It
be
always is. It always is. These
it's
games
gonna
should
be
come
to
with
me, Fabio.
comes.
Fabio, I think to me, I feel that we're gonna win 2-1. I think we're gonna go up 1-0. They're
Look
gonna
at
get a
Steve. He's
goal
saying 1-0 Napoli. God damn
and
it, Steve.
one goal, and then we're gonna score like in the 89th minute, and then we're gonna go crazy. And
You
then
guys,
Napoli time
you know my blood pressure through the roof here, man. With these,
yeah, no,
predictions.
but it's a big
I'm
game.
going 1-0. I think 1-0. We squeak by. And then you could go back to watching your Hallmark channel and movies, baby. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 1-0. Look, see, everybody is pessimistic right now. A draw or a loss. That you guys want
No, I'm
Pioli
going
out.
for a win. I'm going for a win, Fabio.
I know. Well, you're talking about scoring in the 89th minute. I mean, that's blood pressure stuff, bro. That's being angry until the final whistle. I don't want that. I mean, it might happen anyway, regardless. But
If Loftus comes back, do you start him, Musa, Loftus, and Adley, or
to be honest, I don't bring nobody in who needs. If you're coming off injury, you're not starting. You have to come into the game slowly. Let's put you in the last 30 minutes and we'll roll from there. I'm not putting you from the jump, expecting you to play 60, 65, 70 minutes. You know, he's not going to give him like 45 minutes and take him out. So, hell no. You know, the Hallmark review of a oh hell no. That was Gio. You're gonna have to do that on your own, buddy. I don't know if Presidente is gonna give you the approval for that one. Florenzi with a howler. All right, yeah, there you go. 1-0 with Florenzi scoring. You know, I absolutely start Cheek. Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, you know that's what Pioli's gonna do, but to me, I would go easy. These guys are already getting
do you
so fragile.
does he have cojones to drop Kornic or not?
Shit, I don't know. I wish Krunic would get a couple of yellows so he can sit out. I don't know, but let's move on. Let's move on. Hopefully, Milan could pull it out against Napoli, and we can get this train back on track, and at least 8 out of 10 games victories. We would have signed up for that. That's pretty good, man. All things considered. So, all right, let's go to party shots, baby. Let's go. G, what's your parting shot this week?
Parting shots. So Milan Club SoCal, they're gonna be at McAllen's and at Fox and Hounds. Boston, shout out my Boston brothers. They're gonna be over there at Ducali's like they always go. Shout out Vinny and Milan Club Montreal. They're gonna be at Chicharo's. Shout out Milan Club Toronto. They're gonna be at Mills Tap House. And Milan Club Dublin, they're gonna be at the Wolfshed with their VIP reservation tables. So I just want to say thank you, everybody. This is the therapy that we needed because we've had basically two bad weeks, and now we need to pick it up, push the team. But now the team, I need y'all to show up. I need y'all to show us the love that we've been showing y'all. I mean, come on, bro. So
absolutely,
it is what it is, man.
Absolutely. Well, my parting shot, since you left out my club because you knew it, I was in attendance there yesterday, man. I made my way all the way to Manhattan, hence why we couldn't do this podcast Wednesday night. I'm there with, of course, Remo, a.k.a. Alessandro, our Presidente. He won't say Presidente, but he is the face at the bar if you're there. And I got to hang out with Carlos and his wife, Francis. It was a good time, man. Little sad to say. And again, this is nothing against the club or Milan fans in general, but we were outnumbered yesterday in the club because PSG's club goes there. And they were gracious in their victory. They were not dickheads and rub it in our face. They were nice guys and came over and kind of consoled us a little bit. But it's going to be just as packed next time. So if you're going to be in the New York area on November 6th or 4th, whatever the next game is, that Tuesday, come through. I'll be there. I don't care whether we win or lose. I've taken the days off. I go to hang and chill with the people. Come say what up. I got to meet Steve from Milan Club Montreal came through. Vinny gave him a shout out, let him know that I was going to be in attendance to come say what up. So shout out to him, man. Everybody else, if you're there at the bar, I'll definitely say what up. We take a picture and stuff. It was like we were hanging, man. We were drinking. There's so many. Just to give you an idea, when you look around the bars, so many clubs that go there. It was a good time, man. So parting shot to my and I gotta say, parting shot to this guy. He's an Interista. You might know him from IFTV. Peter, he's an Inter fan, but he was a nice guy. He talked to me for a little bit. He was cool. They're doing a special event pretty soon. That Giuseppe Rossi does, and he was telling me about it. Great guy. I'll give him a shout out.
That was Rossi's agent.
Yeah,
that's his agent. No, for real. He said it on the podcast on IFTV.
Did he really? Oh, yeah. That's funny. I didn't know that. But anyway, so just shout out to anybody who come to the club, man. It's a great time. So I always advocate, come to Manhattan Legends. Let me pull it up here because we do have the promo for the next game up. They do a great work every time they put these up. Let me put it up. Let's go. Share this. Where is it? There
That's
it is.
That's an extra pause, Fabio. Put it up.
Hey, yo. Here, Legends on 33rd and 33rd and 5th. So definitely come by. 3:45 for us New Yorkers. We're going to have the time pushed back already in Europe. So the game's going to be a little bit later. That's good for you, G. At least now it's 12:45, right? You get a battle with the American football and that football.
But anyway. Raiders don't play till Monday night, but we good.
Oh, you lucky.
Yeah, Fabio, I just want to say thank you for always joining us. Please like and subscribe. You want to join the Patreon. Shout out to Fatty, man. Milan Club Detroit. I don't know. They don't have a flyer where they're going to be, but this guy, he came on. He needed therapy yesterday. He's been joining a lot of spaces that we've been doing, so shout out to him. He even joined the group therapy. So shout out to him. He's been going. But shout out to Vince Mancini. You living it up out there, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, but Vince Mancini, he out there, he eating that good food out there in Italy. And I just want to say, let's back the team and let's go for Sunday. We need it.
Always, baby. All right. And Vinny's going to have you with the pregame. So definitely check out the channel. Again, if you haven't already, please do us a solid. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our latest videos. Please smash the like button and leave a comment if you haven't already. Follow us on Patreon so you can be a part of the Patreon specials. Be a part of our 24/7 Milan group chat. It's the place to be, baby. G, ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan.
See everybody next week. Peace.